Day 4, Lithgow. It's just pagoda-like structure. Welcome to El Dorado, the lost city. After yesterday's coin flip, I knew that I had to head north up the Darling Causeway and then inland from there, but I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go. So I was looking at the map, and that's when I saw Lithgow. Oh, also, before I even got onto the Darling Causeway, I ended up taking a wrong turn, which took me onto some dead-end road, which means that I already got my stupid thing done for the day before I even had breakfast, so that's a win. After that, at the top of the Darling Causeway, I turned left onto Chifley's Road and headed down into Lithgow, where I am now, at the Lithgow Blast Furnace. This blast furnace was the centrepiece of Australia's steel industry in the 20th century, which was central to the stimulation of the post-colonial economy. Now it's shut down, and it has been for some time, along with a lot of Australia's steel production. I imagine largely because of the ease of cheap foreign imports. Although Australia does still produce steel, it's nowhere near at the scale that it used to be. In light of current global events, it makes me wonder whether countries will become more focused on producing domestically vital resources, even if it's not as economically viable. I mean, the same could be said about Australia's oil industry. There's something so strange about Lithgow and its deep industrial past, and then the backdrop of just the beautiful Wollamai National Park. It just makes such an incredible spot, and so much history to see too. Alright, I should probably let you in on the plan for today. So, right now, I'm at the blast furnace. The plan is to head to the information centre, see if there's anything that they would recommend, and then for the first time in the trip, I have something booked. Something that I actually paid to do, which is at 11:30. So, we'll head down to the information centre for now, see what else there is, and then I'll head off towards the booking. See you in a bit. Okay, everything went very wrong. You know how I thought I had time to go to the information centre? Well, if I spent a normal amount of time in there, I would have. But I ended up spending probably 45 minutes in there talking to the lady in there, who was just incredible. I left feeling like a local. I just had so much information. But I also left feeling incredibly late for my booking. I left at about 11, knowing that I was half an hour away from the Zigzag Railway, and the booking was at 11:30. So it's nothing short of a miracle that I actually made it there on time. But anyway, here's the train. I didn't film anything of me talking on the train, because if there's one thing I want to do less than manage my time well, it's record myself talking in front of other people. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the view. Honestly, I kind of felt like I was going to Hogwarts or something. On a steam train through the mountains. How many times are you going to do that in your life? We just stopped at the first stop. Literally the first time on the trip that I've had something I actually have to get to on time, and barely made it. Rushed in just in time. There aren't many places you can go on a train with a view like that out the window, are there? Finally back in the car. It is nothing short of a miracle that I actually made it to that train. But I can't even be mad because that lady at the information is going to give me so much information. It's crazy. I literally just spent, I didn't even know, 10-15 minutes just trying to page through the paper and figure out where I'm going today. But I think I'll try to keep with the themes of the journey and today. So nature, of course, but also the theme of today, which is history. So get a little bit of both of those in there. Heading off to the next spot now. This next spot strays a little bit from today's theme of history, but I'm sure if you ask the right person, they'll tell you that it's actually part of some much deeper history. It's called the Lost City. That's all you need to know at the moment. I'm not quite at the Lost City yet, but the structures around here are very similar to what you'll see there. I've been told that what happens is the rocks are shaped by the wind as it continually blows past for thousands, if not millions of years. And it forms them into these shapes that makes them look like pagodas. Here's one that I'm walking up on just now. There's many of them just all around the valley. This is probably the most precarious spot I've been to, and it's a little bit windy, so I haven't put the tripod up very high. But yeah, you can see all along these just pagoda-like structures created by the wind out of rock. Just think about how many years of wind it must have taken to blow these down. Or maybe it's a past civilization. Maybe this is what's left of it. Take a look at this one behind me. This one over here actually has a little cubby hole just in the top of it. Probably a nice spot to chill for the night. Clearly someone has been camping down here because there's still a fire and empty alcohol containers, unfortunately. Yeah, each way you turn there's just more of them. All the way around. There's actually also bolts on the rocks up here. I don't know what the significance behind those is, someone will have to tell me. But yeah, you can see that it's been bolted down. Maybe it's for climbers. Maybe that's how they built these pagodas. But yeah, just look at this. It's like a little street just all along. The road I drive in on is just along that way. It's either State Mine Road or State Mine Gully or something like that. And I'll continue along the road a little bit longer till I get to the actual Lost City. But if you continued on past that, you'd end up at the Glowworm Tunnel, which is supposed to be incredible. But it's probably about an hour drive from here, along a road which has only been described to me as under repair and not very good quality. So I was told you probably need a 4-wheel drive for it, which I do have, but I also have a lot of stuff in the back that will rattle around. And I'm not sure that I want to commit the 2 hours worth of driving and then 2 hours worth of walking to see it. So I think we'll have to put that one off for another day. Maybe just sit here and enjoy the view for a while. Don't know how good the audio will be because it is very windy at the moment. But one other thing I forgot to say is I actually have 2 bars of signal out here. So if there was a past civilization that lived here, they definitely at least had good service. Alright, I just arrived at the Lost City car park. It's about a 400-meter walk this way to the lookout, I think. But goddamn, that drive from the last place to here, literally just torture for my car. The whole thing goes... I probably should have put the tire pressure down, but I don't know. I don't have a good excuse, I'm sorry. But anyway, we're here now. I'm walking out to the lookout, 400 meters, and we get to see another glimpse into a lost world. It's exciting. Welcome to El Dorado, the Lost City. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? You know season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender where they're staying at the abandoned air temple? That's what it makes me think of. Maybe that's who it is who used to live here. Some old air nomads. In another life, maybe. It is brutally windy out here. You can understand how and why these things formed from the wind when it's this windy. I mean, the camera is literally on a slant. I wonder whether the footage is like wobbly. It's on Rocksteady Plus. Yeah, still beautiful nonetheless. You can imagine that these winds shape this. Maybe that's the air nomads. That's what all the wind is. So I was walking along and I literally got one step away from standing on this little guy. I can't quite see what he is. Someone who knows snakes will have to tell me what kind of snake that is. But he's tiny. Tiny. I'm pretty sure it's hatching season for snakes at the moment. They lay the eggs around around spring, early summer, and then they hatch now in autumn. So that's probably just a baby. Lucky the mother wasn't around when I was walking near, because that's the kind of time that you get bitten, when they're protecting the babies. Anyway, back to the car. So there was actually supposed to be one more historic site on the menu for today, but unfortunately it's getting a bit late and I want to get to the campsite. So maybe I might head back tomorrow morning and come and have a look at it. We'll have to see. For now, it's to the campsite, which is in Wollera-Rang, which I'm definitely saying wrong, but it does not roll off the tongue. So yeah, off to Wollera-Rang. Wollera-Rang. It's like a tongue twister. On the Great Western Highway, baby. Let's go. Alright, I've just arrived at the Wollera RV park. It is beautiful. I will show you around in a second. But first I'm going to do something that I haven't done so far in this trip. So you have to see. Ta-da! Just finished setting up the car, now I'm leaving it to find two important things. Or find out two important things, should I say. Is there anywhere I can fill up the water bottles? And is there a bathroom? I'll let you know what I find. But in the meantime, this is the campsite. That's where I'm set up. And then there's probably 10 different fields just like this one. So, seems very nice so far. After that I started practicing my juggling. Brazilian kids beware. Finally I set up my chair to relax and enjoy the lake. The first time in the trip, dinner's a little bit different tonight. We got tuna. Sorry, what have we got? We've got tuna and pasta with sweet corn and a tomato sauce with meatballs added in and a little bit of cheese on top. We haven't hit our Gordon Ramsay level yet, but you know, step in the right direction. I took 53 photos today. One thing you can't miss as soon as you get into Lithgow is its industrial history and the people behind it. And that in turn includes a lot of strikes, a lot of wealth inequality. But the other thing you'll see in Lithgow is just immense natural beauty. And it's such a weird contrast having this thriving historic industry backed against this beautiful backdrop of the Gardens of Stone and Wallamai and a bit further on Capertee. I'll keep it nice and short. The photo of today was from the Lost City. The whole time I was there, I just couldn't stop thinking about the Western Air Temple from the last season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because it felt like a lost city like that too. Lost because something else was put before it. I mean, in Avatar, it's because of a prioritization of power, a desire for more. But in our life, maybe it's because you prioritize other things, which, fair enough, there are other things to do in the world. But for a lot of sites like this, we lose them because of our impacts, because of pollution, or because we decide to cut them down altogether for other things. And so that's what today is. Kind of a story of the things that we lose along the way. Number 4, the Western Air Temple. I feel bad putting a photo at the bottom of the list, but it's not really a reflection of this being a bad photo. It's just simply how good the competition is. So unfortunately, number 4 is going to be at the bottom.